Okay. Tashi puki justin meto cham rilab lingshi ningde genpati sangde shingdu mite uwagi jokun namda shingla chupasho idam guru namna mandala kamniya tayami Sangha chudam soki cholam la jamchu badu daki gyapsu shi daki singen ki pe sunam ki jobla penche sangha chupasho sangha chudam soki cholam la jamchu badu daki gyapsu shi Daki Tsingen Ki Pe Sunam Ki Jola Penshe Sangye Chupa Sho Sangye Chupdang Soki Choplam La Jamchu Badu Dani Gyapsu Shi Daki Tsingen Ki Pe Sunam Ki Jola Penshe Sangye Chupa Sho.
Yay!
Thank you, Gesha. Homework time. Share my screen.
I got scared.
Okay, very simple quizzes.
Yay.
Just help us review some of the content of last class. First one, in terms of lie, what is the most serious lie? And please describe 2 ways to break the vow, which means lie here. 2 ways.
It's lying about your spiritual realizations.
Yay!
Directly or by implication.
Yes, there are 2 ways to break the vow. One is direct, lie directly. The other is by implication. Anyone can give some example by implication?
Oh yeah, when Gisela was saying that if you don't say it exactly, we say, oh, I saw gentle, someone like gentle that has a very gentle voice in the morning.
Yes. Gesha, I still remember vividly that the example Gesha gave yesterday or the day before yesterday. And then he said that, oh, this morning a friend gave me a pen. His name is Gentle Voice. He has a gentle voice, something like that. Yeah, great. Here's the answer. Okay, second question. It's not enough to just know the definition of vowels. You need to know more details of the vowels. Please list them, which means
all the details of the vows?
Yeah, it'll just take us a couple weeks.
You mean one specific vow?
No, there's the general categories.
Yeah, yes.
There's details about each member of the category.
Yes.
There's the main event of breaking the vow.
Yes.
There's details about the start of the breaking of the vow.
Yes.
There's details about the start of breaking of the vow.
Yes.
There's all of the advices found in all of the great books.
Wow, yes, great.
And then there's how to protect your mind from doing it.
Yay! Yeah, our spokeswoman, Venerable Upala. Yes, Venerable Upala covered all of them. Great. And the third question, in the case of the vows about stealing, it is said to steal something of sufficient value. Please give some example to explain what is sufficient value.
Well, a quarter of a Karshapana.
1/8 of a gold piece.
Yeah. But also Gesha mentioned another example is, I will give you a hint. It's about food.
Oh,
Gishula's favorite food.
Wait, there are too many. There are
During-
too many.
During a fast, half a bag of barley. If it's
Yeah,
not
barley,
fast,
because
a full
Gishula
bag.
like
Barley.
I was going to say
right?
one
Yeah.
piece of pizza. That's significant.
One
piece-
small pizza.
Yeah, right.
it's pizza is like a live tour that we are making, right? Combining we are doing now. Pizza. Okay. I just give one example here because it said in the author's time, it is said to be one small bag of barley. If you steal more than one bag of barley, it's called stealing. But it is in the time of non-famine. But if it is in the time of famine, the value changed to half of a bag of barley. Yeah. Okay, 3 vocabularies. First one,
From your mother's womb.
yes, in the mother's womb. Second one,
Outsider.
Yeah, the other person.
yeah, the other person. Yay, Nick,
Mm.
great. Last one, Tony.
Dungi.
Donkey.
By that thing.
Not donkey,
For
sorry.
that purpose.
Donkey is Nick. Donkey is Nick.
Okay, not donkey. No, I thought it is Danny.
I guess in this case it'd be for the purpose of or something, but because your parentheses is so small, it's like
I thought it.
by that object.
Oh, I thought it is implication. No hint.
Yeah, it means like meaning that.
Yeah, hint.
By that
Implication.
meaning, yeah.
Mm.
Mhm.
Okay, yay, great. Thank you. 100 mark. Okay. It's your time, Geshe.
All right, boss. Let's see here.
Thank you.
Okay, who's your checker shopping?
Oh. Seiji, please.
Okay,
Okay.
Seiji, who's checking her on this one?
All right, let's start with Alice Liu.
Yay. Okay, shopping.
Okay. Kiema tang pume kim tap chepe tong chu trim chete tong te chupa yem chepe lakma tang.
Yeah, we're on the second level monks vows, right? We had 4 first level serious ones.
Yeah.
Now we have, I think it's 13 second level serious ones. And again, we have the short name of the vow at the end, which is the nickname of the vow. And then we have the description of the vow. So Nyenjeki Lagma at the end is the name of this vow. And it's called the vow against matchmaking, okay? Matchmaking, introducing men to women to become married, okay? Okay, and here's the definition. Kepa dam pume, you take a male and a woman, kimtap chipi dundu, in order to make them one couple, married couple. Kimtap means house pair or something like that. In order to make them a married couple, chin chete means you carry messages between them. Okay, they dunde drupa, and when they get married or when they become a couple, then you committed this this vow. You broke this vow. Okay. All right.
So what's Nien mean?
I think to bring people together as a couple. Okay.
Geshe,
Yeah.
I remember, please correct me if I'm wrong. I remember last time we mentioned about this. You said why it is a vow, right? It is against matchmaking. Is because we are concerned that once they became a couple and later they get divorced, or
Yeah.
it's for the reputation of the Sangha? Is it the reason?
You know, that's the reason that comes to my mind. But we would have to read some commentaries if you want.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's
Yes. Okay.
probably a Lengshi, right?
Yeah.
There's probably a Lengshi. Something bad happened.
Okay.
I don't. If you want, we can look it up sometime.
Oh, thank you. Not right now.
Okay. Okay. Read this one. Who's checking?
Y.
Ooh.
Sóc che mang che mi rung wa thang, shen ki dốc pa mi ru wa thang, chuk lung thang, rock mo,
Drug.
jok mo, sóc mu tu jik pe, kien thang, ten pe, mi
Yes.
ru
Then pay.
ten pe, mi ru wa, te shing ma thak, pa te sung khang, rung tu ge duk le, nang wa
Gay
ma
dun này. Gay dun này.
Gendon.
Gay dun này.
kênh trường Huế.
Này.
Where are we now? Ở kênh trường lệ, nang wa ma top pa, yop lam
Church.
ching
Chưa lắm.
cho lắm, sẽ sống, ki khang pa, se le lak pa, jik pa,
Sick.
jik pa, kyang pe lak ma thang.
Good. The name of this vow is the house vow. Okay, it's called the house vow. Kangbe Lama. House vow, second level vow. House second level vow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Now, there's 3 traditional problems with a place of land, with a piece of land where you're not supposed to build a house, okay? Or you're not supposed to build a monastery, a dormitory for the monks, okay? So I put A, B, C here, okay, for you. Sochab Manwa, because of Sochab Manwa, Mirungwa means inappropriate place. Mirungwa means inappropriate place. What's Sochab Manwa, you guys?
Too many living beings there.
Yeah, Sobchak literally means someone who has life, someone in whom life has formed, Sobchak. But in colloquial Tibetan, it means animals. Okay, so there's too many like monkeys there or elephants living there, or okay, you might hurt their home. Okay, and Shengitsupe Mirua, inappropriate because others are tsupa about it.
A disagreement.
Yeah, it's a, what do you call that? It's a piece of
dispute.
property which is under dispute. Yeah, it's under some kind of legal dispute or something. So it's just going to cause problems for everybody. So we have to avoid that kind of land. Next is Nirdu Jigbe Kendan Dembe in the end of the 3rd line. There's problems with the land where the house might fall down quickly, okay? One is there's a chulung too close.
Stream.
Yeah, there's
river.
a river too close by. And Tomo means ant, A-N-T. But
my head.
I looked it up in other Vinaya texts, and they say ngamtok, which is more clear. And ngamtok means like there's a big canyon nearby or a big ravine nearby, like on the edge of a cliff, and then the house might fall down, okay, after erosion or something like that. So here's the 3 kinds of places that monks are not allowed to build their monastery dormitory. It would hurt too many little animals. The land is under argument, dispute about who owns it. And it's too close to natural things which might hurt the house and cause it to break, okay? Nyodu Jikpa means the house would fall apart quickly. Kendan Demba means the land has some kind of conditions that might help the place to fall down. Therefore, inappropriate. Okay? These are called in Vinaya Shima Dapasum. Shimadapasum. What's that mean? Shimadapa.
3 impure foundations or the bad
Yeah.
foundation.
Good. Not a good foundation for having a residence there, a monastic residence there. Okay. Now, $20 for Kangrun, Sum Kangrun.
One or
Whichever one of the
one or
three.
all 3 of them.
Okay, 15 for
Anyone or number, really.
She agreed. 15 for word, 15 for Utpala, I think it was. Okay. Yeah, because in the next vow, it's going to be all 3 have to be there. But in this vow, any one or more of the 3, okay? Bad conditions, okay? And also, you didn't get a nangwa from the Gendun.
Permission from Sangha.
Yeah.
Yeah, permission. Nangwa means to give. It's the polite word for giving. It's not snangwa, by the way, which means light, right? It's not SA. It's not SN. That means light. It's GN, which means to grant or to give. So on top of the other problems, you didn't get permission from the monastery, okay? Now, how big does that place have to be? Can you build a little thing to meditate in? I mean, how big does this place have to be before you break the vow, okay? Could you put a little pavilion up to meditate under or something like that, you know? A small thing, something small just to meditate under. What's the definition of a house? Okay, well, the Chulam Shi should shong into that house, okay? Shong means fit. And Chulam Shi means you must be able to do the 4 activities there. Chulam Shi means the 4 activities. Now, there's a classic 4 activities, and there's a monastic 4 activities, and they're not the same, okay? So the classic activities is here from Tsongkhapa, okay, from his Vinaya text. He says, let's read this one, Xiaoping. This is the 4 classic activities. Our author changes it a little bit.
Okay, read this paragraph, right?
Yep, please. Who's checking?
Nick.
Yay, Nick.
Niên pa me pe shin za ki kap ki dong la cha na ni zhen wa tang tuk pa tang nie wa tang chak pe chok lam shin not ma yin pa la dik ni suk dok pe nie pa den me tu.
Okay. Now, if you can't do these 4, if the place is too small to do these 4, it's okay to build it. No problem. Nyepa met. No problem. Okay. First is Jengbu. What's that, you guys? Like Jengbu?
Standing.
Stand up.
Yeah, you can't stand up. Okay, it's too small to stand up. And it's too small to do.
Sit.
Sit down.
Too small to sit down. It's too small to yell.
Please.
And chakra is an ancient word for this spelling means walking. Okay. So these are called the 4 activities. Usually they
What's
come.
the third one?
Sorry?
What's the third one? Sorry, I missed it.
Oh, sleeping.
Oh, sleep.
Laying down. Yeah. So normally these 4 come in the description of the Buddha keeps his concentration no matter what position he's in. Okay. But here it means if the place is too small to do these 4, it's okay. You don't have to have permission. Okay. All right. Now we didn't finish the vow. Se le sakpa. What's that mean?
Or bigger than that.
Yeah.
Bigger than the allowed measures. Bigger than the allowed measure. This sounds like my wrestling matches with the county. You know, we're going back and forth, back and forth. Okay, Seilen Hala means too big. Okay, now I was curious what's too big, you know, so I went and looked it up. Yay. Please read this one, Xiaoping. This is also from, this is from Chani Lama. Okay.
Okay. Wait, who's the checker?
I don't know.
Say
Ben?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Chúc Hà Khẳng Pek Lắc Mà Yọt Đế Lang Thong Tu Sinh Mà Thác Bà Thắng Sop Bà Thắng Che Pe Sik Tu Kru Chok
True.
Chu Chok Chet Thắng
Okay.
Shen
Jobke.
Joke Joke Thắng Shen Tu Chu Che Thắng Chu Chik Gi San Le Lak Pe Kang Pa Chip Pa Na Ter Gilwa Gilweche.
Okay, here's Choni Lama's version of the correct size. You commit the Kangbe, you commit the house vow, you break the house vow. Okay, that's the nickname of this vow. You break the house vow. First of all, he says Rang Dundu. What do you guys think it means?
For your own benefits.
For yourself, yeah. Like maybe you could build one of those for somebody else, it would be okay. But if you do it for yourself, there's a problem. That's Choni Lama, and that's a very common house vow thing. If you build it for yourself, it's different, okay? Like you want to go off and have your own fancy place, okay? Shima Dapa means what?
It
It's one of
doesn't have.
Yeah, it has
Impure-
problems. It has one of the 3 problems. Okay, what's the 3 problems?
Fire, river, or gorge.
Too close to someplace dangerous.
the house could quickly fall down.
That's the 3rd one, yeah. But the,
Animals.
too many creatures would be hurt if you built something there. And what was the 2nd one?
Supa.
Disputes with others.
Yeah, there's a dispute about the property, okay? So he splits it. He says one of the problems, or there's some argument about the land, but I think our author was more clear. Sidu means in length, okay? This si doesn't mean sipe corlo. It doesn't mean wheel of life, okay? This si means how long. How long is the property, okay? True is the distance from your elbow to the end of your middle finger, okay? That's called true, and it's person dependent, okay? If the king says he'll give you, I don't know, 18 truths of land, you should find a big person, okay? not Xiaoping. If there's a tax on the land, you should measure it with Xiaoping's arm. Okay, okay. So true chop gay means on a 6-foot person, which is how the Abhidharma defines it. It would be 27 feet long or 9 meters, okay? 18 of these things, okay?
Of whose things? Each person different.
Well, I'm saying
6-foot person.
Abhidharma define, by the way, the Abhidharma says a well-proportioned person. The tip, when they reach their arms out, it should be equal to their height.
Right. Right.
Now me, my arms are a little bit longer and I have trouble finding shirts because they're too short. But okay, anyway, I once figured it out from the Abhidharma description. It's about 6 feet. Okay, Shengdu means how wide can the property be? It's a true Chedan Chuchik. What's Chedan Chuchik mean for $20? Oh wait, it's already here.
You have the answer there.
No.
11 and a half.
What?
True.
Chedan. What's Chedan Chuchik?
Word said
11
it.
and a half, true.
10 and a half, right? 10 and a half. Chedan means if you add another half, you get 11.
Yeah.
That's how Tibetans say 10 and a half, okay? Did anybody get it right? I'm
No.
I said
Okay,
10 and a
good.
half first and then changed it.
Okay, good. So I don't know any money. Okay, Sene Lapi should be bigger than that, either longer than that or wider than that. If you tik means to build a house, then if you build a house bigger than that, you broke the rule, okay? All right. Now we finished the vow, I think. Yeah, Sele Hapa means bigger than the allowed size. Sikpa means to build. That's called the house vow, okay? He just defined the house vow, which is number 6 of the 13 vows in the second most serious group, okay?
Now, Geshe-la, if you get permission, can you build it bigger than that?
That's an interesting question. I guess so.
I'm just thinking for a friend.
I think you can, yeah. I think you can, yeah. You have to find the monastery offers. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. Let's go shopping. Who's checking?
Chunzam.
Yay.
Ngoki takpo
Ngô,
gelong
ngô kỳ đọc,
Ngoki takpo gelong xing yen chat ki
Tệ.
tong de
Tệ.
yen chet ki tong tu nga ki ne ma tak ha sum cha sang we ne suke nduk le
Gendun,
dung le ngang wa ma top cha cho top wa cha
This
che
should be bar, sorry.
top ba che chang chung kang yang rung wei kang chen ki lak ma tang.
Okay,
Yes.
guess what this vow is called, you guys?
Big house.
Yeah, the big house vow. Okay, this is called the big house vow. Okay, that's a nickname. The nickname comes at the end. Okay, this is the big house vow. Okay, and people have debates like, are you talking about the house vow or the big house vow? You know, and that in the debate ground. Okay, Nuki Dapo Gelong Shi Yan Cheki Tender. If the actual owner of the house is going to be 4 or more monks, so it means this house is going to belong to the sangha. Okay, this house is going to belong to the and he's funny because he says the real owner, you know, like maybe you're going to own it, but you pretend that other 4 guys are going to own it or something like that. Okay, so the real owner is 4 or more monks. Okay, and for their sake, dun do. Word, can you check that? I think it's probably do. Dun do. Okay. Nema dakpa, as we mentioned ngar. Nema dakpa, as we mentioned ngar.
It's not the right place. It's not the right kind of place to stay, as we said before.
Yeah, and in fact, sumcha is there.
All 3.
All 3 problems are there. Okay, that's going to be hard to find a place like that. Okay, so in a place where all 3 problems are complete, sangha, in that place, Gendin le nama matopar, you didn't get
Permission.
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 sangha. Chechun kayaru.
Doesn't matter if it's
What
bigger
size?
or small. Oh, either too big or too small.
Yeah, now this is one of those measurement nouns, like heavy, light, and
Yeah.
short, long. So it just means size, right?
Yeah.
Chechun just means size.
Whatever size.
Doesn't matter what the size is.
Hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what the size is. You committed the big house. You broke the big house vow. Okay, you broke the big house vow. So what makes it a big house if it's not a particular measurement?
No permission.
No. I mean, why is this a big house?
Oh, it's 4 times the
Yeah,
size.
you're gonna have at least 4 months here. Okay,
Mhm.
at least 4 months staying there. Okay. All right. Anyway, the point is, and I've seen it 100 times in the monastery. There can be a lot of disputes about where does somebody's land start and where does somebody's land stop. Okay. It's a monastery is like a small town, and you have all the normal disagreements that you have in a small town. Okay. All right, number 8.
It is do with a D.
Sorry?
I checked. It's
Oh, it
do.
is D. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Thank you. I got my human dictionary. I don't need to look it up. Number 8, shopping. Oh, who's checking?
Word.
Yay.
Sorry.
You get long, Pama, Kang Yen, Rungwa La,
Yang.
Long Yang, Rungwa La, Pampa, Chung We, Tung Chok, Talk,
To.
Talk Sum Ki, Xin Kang Yen, Mepa, Ki, Xin Kang Yen, Mepa, Mi, Sam, Cha, Pa,
Chepa.
Chepa, Tak, Pu, Pampe, Ngo, Ne, Kuwa, Nde, Pa, Xin, Meki, Lakma, Tang.
Nice. I think it'd be nice to have a, someday when shopping's not busy, we could put in all the Langshu's. We could put in all the original incidents, but that would take a lot of work. It'd be a couple of years of work. Okay.
Fun though. Those are some of the best parts.
They are very interesting. And actually, if they just had a list of Langshu's, it might be more interesting than the vowels, actually. Okay, by the way, the first great Lama wrote a commentary like that. Okay. The great Lama.
Oh, I see.
Yo gelon pama kayan ruala. Okay. So yo means the person you're talking about is either a male or a female fully ordained monk, fully ordained person. Okay, either male or female. Kayan rua. Okay. And you accuse them. Kurwan dep. By the way, this vow is called baseless vow. No basis vow. Okay, baseless accusation. It means, we call it in English baseless accusation. Okay, it means you didn't see anything. Tong. You didn't turn anything here. You don't have talk reasonable suspicion, okay? Reasonable suspicion that they are doing mitang chut.
Sexual badness.
Sexual misconduct of some or any other thing, which is one of the 4 pambas, okay? It has to be very serious. So you accuse somebody of a first level breaking the vow without having seen anything, without having it. And by the way, here doesn't mean you heard it from somebody else. It means you heard them, okay? You actually heard it, okay? Or dopa means you have a
Suspicion.
Yeah, and I would say reasonable suspicion, okay? Okay, without that, if you accuse them and you kundab them,
Discount them.
this is a very famous word in the
mind only school,
which has 2 extremes called
Kundep Tangjodo.
And what do they mean?
Kundep means to think reality is less than it is.
Good.
And Jondok means to think reality is more than it is.
Take it to the kitchen word.
Your husband starts yelling at you after you came home from buying groceries, and you say, if you Jondok him, that means he's coming from his own side completely and has nothing to do with the seeds in your kunshi.
Good.
If you Korndep him, that means he has nothing to do with me. I mean, the opposite. He doesn't even exist at all because he's a seed in my kunshi.
Yeah, Kundep is more rare because you have to hear a bad teaching on emptiness to Kundep, okay? He doesn't exist at all. I can just ignore him completely and call up my boyfriend, you know, okay? Because Nagarjuna said he doesn't exist, okay? All right, so, so here it says, Yeah, there you go. Doesn't, now the yul means the person you're talking about could be a full ordained monk or a fully ordained nun, either one. And you can have no direct knowledge or even suspicion that they did a pamba, that they did a first level breaking vow. And with no justification at all, you accuse them of something like sexual misconduct, and you say you discount them as monks and nuns. Okay, that's called the baseless vow, no foundation vow. Okay, baseless accusation vow. Okay, by the way, in those homework question that Utpala got so correctly, okay, there's a lot of lesser versions of this vow. There's a lot, okay? Like the beginning of the beginning was there, but the beginning wasn't there. Or you accuse them of a second level vow, or a third level vow, or fourth level vow. Or maybe somebody said something, but you heard it, but you know they're not a reliable person. Or there's dozens of other versions of this vow. This is the most serious one, okay? All right. And by the way, each other version becomes a lower group vow, okay? If one of these conditions is missing, it's still breaking your vows, but it's a lower one, less serious, not so serious, not as serious, okay? All right, number 9.
Jigme, can you check?
Yes.
You said là thông talk sum ki
To do.
to talk sum ki shin me pa jik cha
Sell.
jigsaw po ma impe yer tap ki pampa chungwa
Is that one Kyo?
Yotap.
Yotap.
yo
Yotap.
Yotap.
yo tap ki pampa chungwa kurwa depa tak same ki taksam ki lakma tang.
Yeah, this one's funny. Again, there's no she mepa. There's no evidence. There's no real evidence. Meaning, sorry, you didn't see anything, you didn't really hear anything, and you don't have any reasonable suspicion to believe anything, okay? Without though anything like that, then you say something, but you don't say it clearly. You go to your friends and you say, you don't say, I think they're having sex. You say, I hope she doesn't get pregnant or something like that. Okay. And, or, you know, I hope she doesn't get a bump. And you imply that they are doing something wrong. Okay. So this one means you imply it. You don't say it directly. Okay. Yotap means sneaky way. Okay. Yo means dishonest or sneaky. Okay. So you say something that implies they are breaking their vows, you know, like, God, he just bought some new robes, you know, but he doesn't have any sponsors, you know, like that. Okay. All right. So it means he stole more than a half a bag of barley or something. Okay. It's an implication. Okay. All right. Yotapki Papa Chua, and you accuse them wrongly of a first level vow breaking. Okay. That's called Paktam. I don't know how to translate this. Paktam means, I don't know. I used to translate it as a trace.
Oh.
Little bit.
But that implies there's some truth to it, and there is no truth to it. Okay. So I got to think about this one. Okay.
It doesn't have like a meaning of careless or something, or like little.
Well, I think the whole point here is implied wrongly, you know.
But isn't this maybe related to the previous vow? So it's just a trace of the previous one.
Yeah, I would say
shadow.
trace. I would say the trace vow. Okay, the trace vow. Yeah. But still, there's no trace really. You're just the thing is you're implying you state only a trace. It's not that there's only a trace of evidence. There is no evidence. Okay.
Geshe-la.
Yeah.
What about subtle? Because it's that it's more subtle.
Could be.
Or
Bach usually means careful, right?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we got chedo. What's that mean word? Chedo.
It requires further examination.
And the implication is?
We're not going to do it.
Next live.
Graduate students will figure that out.
Okay. We got to leave something for the next generation. Never mind. I'll look it up. Okay. I'll look it up. Let me look. I'm going to make a note. Did anybody explain why Bach? Okay. All right. I can't cop out. I gotta do these things. It's something with inside of me. All right, let's go. Let's go shopping. Who's next?
Stanley.
Okay.
Ge long cha yen chet long pe ge nduk la she ta. Where tak pa chok tang chok ma yin pe chok su che pa dok shing de la shen ki chok tan ki lak right? Ki lok yan lock no lock clock ndok yen chok wa de ni mi tong wa ge tung de ni suk ye te nang ni chok ma nang ni chok ma im
Rang
ni chok ma im pe chok suk song na ge dup che
Yen.
Yeah.
La ma tang.
Good. Okay, the short name of this vow is Gendun Yin. What's that mean?
Not
Yeah.
splitting the Sangha?
Yeah, splitting the Sangha. Okay. This vow is called the Splitting the Sangha vow. Okay, splitting the Sangha vow. All right. First of all, you gotta have a Sangha. You gotta be living in a Sangha that has at least 8 people or more. Okay. Why? They have to split into 2 sanghas. It's like a beehive, they split every couple of years. There has to be enough bees to make the new hive. Okay. So you can't split the sangha if after you split them, there's not at least 4 in each group. Okay.
Oh, right. You need 4 for the quorum.
Yeah. Okay. So it's interesting. So yenche means or more. So there's got to be 8 monks or more. Long means total. Okay. Gandunla. Now, somebody comes, she tapa name means with great sincerity. So a good monk comes, and I've seen this in the monastery. A good monk comes and says, come on, let's settle this problem. They want to split up, right? They want to split into 2 monasteries. And a good monk comes, and she tapa name means sincerely from his heart. He's a good monk, and he's trying to get them to get along with each other. And he examines the situation, and he splits it, he splits it into the guys who are right and the guys who are wrong, okay? Che means the Dharma guys. Che Mayimba means the non-Dharma guys, okay? And in fact, my monastery split up in the last few years for the first time in 600 years. It actually split into two monasteries because they had a disagreement, so a serious disagreement. So somebody comes up and says, look, I think these guys are right and these guys are wrong, okay? Then de la shengi chodengi ngak. Then another person comes along and speaks Dharma words with Dharma language, with spiritual, nice spiritual talk. He tries to doke everybody.
Bring them back together.
Yeah, he says, don't do this. Stop. Doke means stop. Okay. Doke. We had Lung Jung and Lung Doke in Nick's text.
Spinning the wheel and stopping the wheel.
Yeah, stopping the wheel. So he tries to doke this problem. So it sounds like a second monk comes along and says, come on, I know the first monk sincerely said there's a right side and a wrong side, but why don't we just all get back together, okay? Then, even though he says that, Jorwa Deni Matong, you don't give up this effort. This Jorwa means effort to make something happen, okay? You don't give up this effort to split the group into two. Mitong means you don't give it up. And then actually, the Sangha does split, K, past tense, okay? Does split, K. We had K the other day in a similar spelling. What did it mean?
Divide up the goods.
Yeah, the share after you split up the sponsor's money or sponsor's barley. Okay, so you actually split the Gendun into two parts, okay? The Sangha is split into two groups. De Ni means two groups, okay? And, okay, one more thing for this vow. To break these vows is difficult. You have to satisfy like 5 or 6 different conditions. It's like a contract, okay? You must be on the Chilmayimbe Chok. Yeah, you should be going with the wrong guys. You should be going with the guys who were pronounced wrong by the honest person who was speaking from their heart, okay? You should decide to go with the bad side, okay? Songna, if you do depart with the bad guys, then you committed a second level vow breaking called splitting up the Sangha, okay? And that's very close to one of the
Five,
you know, go directly to hell, don't pass go deeds, okay?
Geshe, I have a question.
Yeah.
If it's
Why
one
is
of the
it
five,
a Hatma and not a Pangba?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That you got me. You know, Chaping, what's he asking? Why is it a Hagma and not a Pamba? What's the word asking?
Where can you repeat?
Why is this a Hagma and not a Pamba?
Oh.
Pamba is extremely serious. Killing a person, stealing this, you know.
But
and here, this is so bad you go directly to hell. Why is it not a Pamba?
because not easy to really break it. We need to satisfy many conditions.
No, because this is still a Buddha Sangha, I think, whereas the other one is not a Buddha Sangha.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
I don't understand. What's that one?
The Buddha's not there.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's very true. That's a good point. Yeah, to go directly to hell, it has to be the Shakyamuni's Sangha. Okay, direct Sangha. Okay, I don't know. Word seems pretty serious to me. All right. Okay, number 11, shopping. We have 13 in this second group.
And so again, can you check?
Sure.
Shen ki ke nduk che na de
Yena
yena de ta pu cha wa la Rang ni ki de chok cha xin shen ki dok.
Dok.
Right? Dok.
Dok.
Dok. Dok xin mi yen pa tang.
Nyen par. Nyen.
Nien pa ta tung de zong pa de je chok ki lak ma tang.
Good. Shen Ki Gendin Yen. Somebody else is working actively on this splitting up the Sangha. Okay. Somebody else is really the main guy doing it. Okay. And you are not the main person causing the split, but you tropche.
You contribute?
Yeah, you help him out. Okay. Yeah, listen, if you need anything to split up the Sangha, just let me know. I'll help. Okay. Okay. But I don't want to be the main guy. Okay. And then again, somebody else tries to dog.
Stop.
Yeah, somebody else tries to stop you guys, but you minyan, like nyen tu.
You don't listen.
Yeah, you don't listen to them. Okay. Da dung means you continue. Still, you continue. Okay. You persist. Da dung means still. You persist. Work hard. Okay. And that's called the accessory vow. The accessory vow. J-chok means accessory. Okay, cool. You are an assistant in the splitting up of the Sangha. Okay. J-chok means you are headed in that direction. Okay. J means afterward. You are following after these guys. Okay. All right. Who's checking next?
Tang Tang.
Yay, Tang Tang.
Rang ni ki chok pa kang.
Whoa.
Nien pe kim pa ma te pa cha pa la ke nduk ki chet pa nam tur chet pa na la nkop njing ki sam pa ge ntuk la ku wa ndep pa kim sum chin pe lak ma tang.
Nice. Okay. Rangni Chupangembe. You yourself are behaving badly. Okay. Chupangemba means you are behaving badly yourself. And all the kibbas around the monastery are getting madepa.
Affected?
Madepa. Opposite of tepa.
Doubt.
Losing their
They're
faith.
losing faith.
Yeah. Who's losing faith?
The regular folks.
Yeah, the householders. The
Because of
household.
your behavior.
Yeah, the non-monks in your town are losing faith in all the monks because you are misbehaving. Okay. And the Gendenki Chepa Nentur Chepa means they strongly try to get you to quit that kind of behavior. Chepa means chase you away from that kind of behavior. Okay. They strongly ask you, please, don't act like that. And even they might kick you out of the monastery. Chepa can mean also kick you out of the monastery. Okay. But instead of improving, you fight back. Lar means fight back. Okay. This lar means fight back. And kunzin means what, you guys? It's the fourth stage of anger.
Resentment. You resent it.
Yeah. Resentment. You're like, oh man, they kicked me out. So you feel like you want to get revenge. You are bitter, kunzin. With those kinds of thoughts, you couldn't depth to the Gemara.
On deck to the Kimba.
Yeah, with those kinds of thoughts, you're like diminishing the Sangha.
No, you make statements like, oh, they're all just greedy, or they're all having sex in the monastery. And you say lies about them to try to make yourself look good. Okay. And that the nickname for that vow is Sun Jimba. Who can tell me where it comes from? $20.
It's ripped out and it means rape.
Yeah, but where do we see it commonly?
Ripping out the root. Oh,
The root of a virtue.
It's in the 4 powers.
Yay, Ben Kramer. $20. Okay, Ellie. Yeah, it's one of the 4 powers. Okay. Which one? I think the second one.
I'm so glad that wasn't the question.
Yeah, the second one. Anyway, this means to destroy. Okay, Kim Sun Jimba means the name of the vow is you destroy the house, you destroy the lay people in the town. You are destroying the lay people. It means you are destroying their faith. Okay. Did somebody say I have to stop?
yeah, we're at time. We're over time.
All right. I fixed this verb up here. I proved it to you with this quotation, so don't worry about it. I think I stopped here. 1:30. Yay. Xiaoping, give me some Chinese, Japanese food.
Okay. Zashi Puki Zashi Neko Cham Frila Vinci Ningde Genpadi Sangde Shindu Mite Uwagi Jokun Namda Shingla Chupasho Idam Guru Namta Mandala Kamniya Tayami Kewadi Keukun Sunam Yeshe Zozo Shin Sunam Yeshe De Jungwei Dampa Kunyi Topa Sho.
Yay. What time, Nicholas? Thank you, Xiaoping. Thank you for your persistence. It's not an easy text.
5 minutes, Ken. 5 minutes.
Thank you,
5
Geshe-la.
minutes. I'm lucky I'm doing a number 1. Okay.
5 minutos para tu número 1.
See you later.
All right. Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you.
Xiaoping.
Shopping.
That's pleasant.